Hello there and welcome to Rancho el Charco. I'm Carol Goolsby and I would like to invite you into our ranch to show you some unique areas where we have school field trips, one of the most beautiful ranches in South Texas. I would like to tell you about the activities that we arrange for students when they come on our field trips here. And we created specifically a curriculum to be text aligned, and we'll reform that as the text curriculum changes every year as well. But we have various activities around the ranch. It's mainly a science exploration field trip, despite whatever age level they're at, elementary, middle, or high school. We'll gear their day here and use our resources to match their educational program. We have a unique opportunity here at Rancho el Charco to incorporate a history lesson for anybody that's a Texas history teacher or even an American history teacher. Jose Escandon was the person that brought the longhorn to South Texas. It was the origin of the cattle industry in the United States. Everybody will go on a covered wagon ride, and the covered wagon ride takes you through the 150-acre ranch where we have white-tailed deer, bison, black buck, gemsbok, and the javelina or the bobcat or the fox. We take the wagon ride around the property. We end up at a waterfall lake in the back of the property. At that point, students are allowed to get out, walk around the lake, but we will focus on the science of physical science back there. We take students through an energy transformation awareness lesson, covering solar energy, chemical energy, water energy, mechanical energy, electric energy. Then we move the wagons around the ranch and get off and take a nature walk. And in the nature walk, students are allowed to explore a multisensory approach to looking at various things in nature, from the closest little elements in the soil to the hollows in the trees high up where the woodpeckers are. We have activities set up along the way with magnifying glasses and tastes of the forest for them to try. We use animal tracking maps to look in the sand for signs of animals that may not be seen while they're in the forest themselves. When the kids come back into the ranch after the wagon rides, they're allowed to go through our petting zoo. We have a guide that will take them through the petting zoo and show them the different animals, focusing on animal adaptations, the body adaptations that various animals need, focusing on the classification of animals as well. This is our Gran Palapa. This is sort of like a base camp here at Rancho el Charco. When the students come here, sometimes we'll have activities like our bird day party or certain nature tours that leave out of the Gran Palapa. But it's also where we like to bring the kids for lunch so they can have a beautiful lakeside lunch. We have a restroom facility and a beautiful field here where they're able to play after lunch. We also take kids fishing for fun. This is one of the most exciting parts of the field trips here, and I think probably one of the most rewarding for us, because we're able to see the excitement where some kids have never been fishing in their life. To see the look on their face to be able to catch a fish for the first time is invaluable to us, and I think to the school teachers as well that come along. The field trips generally run for about 2.5 to 3 hours. We add in additional activities as teachers request. We have a geology lesson. We have a rock quarry on the property, and in the geology lesson, predominantly for the older students, we take them in through all the earth science vocabulary words that they're learning in their text curriculum: deposition, glaciation, erosion. We go through the types of rock: metamorphic, igneous, and sedimentary. And then we'll allow kids to do something that they're not allowed to do on many parts of the state, but we allow them to just simply pull rocks out of the earth and look at them.
What's this?
It's a unique experience to be able to come down into the earth and go rock collecting, and a lot of them have never had that experience before. On top of the rock quarry, we set up an experiment to take students through the steps of the scientific method, and the experiment relates to the quality of the soil here. And by the end of that lesson, they will not only have practiced the steps of the scientific method, but they'll also be aware of why we have sand, silt, or clay in our region and what those characteristics of that type of soil are. This field trip is not just a field trip. It is a living science experience. It is a unique opportunity for kids to come out here and science becomes relevant and it becomes real. And we hope that we're sparking inside of many students a desire to become a scientist. Not only that, we hope that we're offering an opportunity, if they haven't had one, to connect with nature. We hope that every kid that leaves Rancho el Charco leaves saying, I loved nature and I loved being in it today.